And we're live. Hi.
Hey. Check.
Check, check.
Check. Check.
Check us. Not even gonna say it.
Check us. Did you know that Czechoslovakians, they actually
What country are they from? Czechoslovakia?
Europe?
Oh, I don't know.
The Czech Republic?
Is that a thing?
I think so, yeah, the
Oh,
Czech
yeah.
Republic. And
I
you know,
assume-
actually, like, over 35% of the population, or is it 30%, use meth?
Really? That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Where's all that meth coming
Maybe
from?
it's 25. It's up there.
I mean,
like,
if it's over 5, that's a
If,
big
yeah,
number.
if it's over
I mean,
5%, it's like
fucking
an
nuts.
unemployment rate. If it's after a few digits, it's
No.
like, oh.
It's not like alcohol. It's like
I have to fact check that, but if I'm not mistaken, it was like 20 or something. It was something crazy.
It's interesting because, like, what if that's, like, ingrained in their culture? Like, alcohol is ours. Like, everyone drinks. It's like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah. Hey, you got to wait till you're 21 to smoke meth with your dad, Billy. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
that-
Talk about a lot of weird
It'd be
nights.
kind of lit.
Lit? Have you ever done meth?
I have not, I don't think.
For the record, neither of us have.
I don't think. You know, could have.
I feel like you'd know.
I feel like, though, because it's a lot feeling like a lot of people say Adderall is basically meth, but so having said that, if it was
Have we done
s-
amphetamines?
if it was slipped into something, there'd be no way of knowing.
But I've heard, like, meth. I mean, you know, you get some of that Heisenberg shit, and, you know, you're up for 3 days.
yeah,
so.
I have heard that. I have heard
Yeah,
that. And
Adderall's
then
never kept
next
me
thing
up
you
for 3
know,
days.
you're under an underpass at 6 a.m. playing tic-tac-toe with yourself.
Darn it, I lost
Yeah, anyways,
again.
we just did not even do any intros there. Welcome back, Slapdicks. This is Around the Lunch Table, episode
71. That's
70.
a big number.
I would say
Wow.
that's the first time you've said that. I mean,
No.
last one was 70. That was bigger than 71.
It's interesting when you think that we have sat here and talked for 71 fucking like that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
For 100, oh god.
Ellen, we're coming for that ass.
Oh, we are that
she finished
ass.
her show, by the way. She's done.
Finally, get off the air. Jesus. I don't even know what she did. Like, was she funny?
Hold that thought.
What was her catch?
Okay, I don't. Her catch. I don't know. Dory. I don't fucking know.
Well, I'm saying, like, was she funny? Or, I mean, I never
think she was kind of funny.
just a girl. Ellen's got a lot of good one-liners.
I think she came off as such a. You know what? Why are we talking about this right now? I gotta fucking do sponsors. First and foremost, want to thank our first sponsor, Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads
to life.
and also wanted to thank our next sponsor, Live Stallion. LIV Stallion, spelled the usual way, a wellness and fitness page started by our good friend Brandon Badiato. And Brandon, I'm no longer plugging your Instagram until you send me a shirt or some shit or respond to my text. So you are blackballed from getting any further promotions.
Yeah. Third sponsor, Got Moles. If you have moles in the Puget Sound area servicing northern Seattle to, what was that? Southern Tacoma? They can.
That was terrible.
They're your, fuck off. They're your premier mole exterminator.
Prestige.
Prestige worldwide.
Wide. Prestige worldwide.
Investors?
First word, possibly
Possibly
you.
you.
First word in entertainment. First word.
Got Moles. Yeah. Premier mole exterminator. They make sure you got no moles.
No
mo. Last thing, Patreon. Patreon.com/around the lunch table for early-ish content, exclusive stuff. And
Summer
collection is coming, or actually 5 out of the 6 items are on the store.
Wait, they're on there right now?
I told you I was doing it last night.
You didn't tell me you were putting them on the store last night.
Well, we haven't announced it, so it didn't matter if they were on the store.
Well, wouldn't you announce them before you put them on the store?
They just went on, like, last night. Because you
Wouldn't we? You should have told me. I would have put a story so people know.
Oh, well, we haven't announced it on the podcast yet. This is the official announcement.
Do you
right
think
here.
more people see the story fast or the podcast episodes?
Yes, but also it's not complete, so I didn't really know. But anyways, there are some items on there. We have a last item coming. I'm very excited.
Let me ask you something. You're a salesman. You're a somewhat of an intellectual, some would say. I
Okay.
wouldn't say a deep thinker, even though you
Yeah.
think you are,
Yeah.
considering a lot of things. But theoretically, in this
Mm-hmm.
analogy, if this is actually a good question. If let's say you and I are squaring off here, okay,
Squaring off. Okay.
squaring off. You're
Like a
you're s-
duel.
let me finish.
Like guns back.
My turn.
Okay.
You're somewhat of a fine-tuned salesman now. You've been a few years. You got a few accolades under your
Few
belt.
notches on the belt.
Let's just say you had a competition in which you had to pick one item,
Okay.
and you had to go door to door, cold, just almost like a cold call. Obviously, you're just going door to door knocking, and you have 1 week to sell one item. You have to pick one. What would it be?
And I gotta like knock on doors.
You got to knock on doors, and you got to sell.
This
and
is a curveball.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
question.
a good question. So you have to. pick one item. You're like, I feel like I can fucking sell. I can actually sell this. They'd basically convince people to buy.
Knocking on doors, huh?
Knocking on doors like the old-fashioned way.
I mean, God, I feel like you're going to hate me for this answer, but I think something that always sells, tried and true.
Oh, God.
Girl Scout cookies, man.
Dude!
Bring them to the... What?
You're piggybacking.
How am I piggybacking?
Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, I could sell those in a heartbeat.
I mean, I guess
everyone loves them.
I guess, well, but you're only picking one. What's the flavor then?
Oh, Samoas.
Samoas, really?
Yeah, I'm not a Thin Mint guy.
I was not a fan of Samoas.
What do the Boy Scouts sell? Is it like popcorn in like a Seahawks tub or some shit? I don't know what they do. What do the Boy Scouts do besides rape?
I don't know. They probably get free lawyers.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying. Okay. So imagine you have a son, little Johnny, we'll call him in this situation. Okay, and he's like,
not
Dad,
name him Johnny, but
your wife really loves the name Johnny. It's a family thing, and you're caving. Okay, so his name is Johnny. All right. Yeah. So little Johnny Lusney. Actually, you probably took your wife's last name, so little Johnny, whatever.
Why would I take my wife's last name?
I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Are you? That was just a little joke.
I know it's a joke.
That had no.
That was the
merit
second
to
time
it.
Let me finish. That was the second time you've made that. Are you presuming that I'm a pushover?
No, it was just a funny little tidbit. That was
the second time you kind of.
Well, because obviously you would not take your wife's last name. That's pretty obvious.
Obviously, you would cave. Or you would take your wife's last name. I'm getting a
on
vibe that you want to say something.
On the kid's name, I think you'd cave. If she really wanted a certain thing, I think you'd cave.
Oh, I would cave, but then I'd change it and sign it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because when she's like all fucked up on the meds and shit, I got to sign the birth certificate. I'm crossing that out. And
yeah. Or actually, I'm ripping up the fingerprints, and then he's not in the system.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that sucked. No social security number, can't get income, so.
Yeah, but I mean, at least he's off the grid.
Yeah. Put him in a tree in the woods or something.
Whenever your brother has a kid, he'd probably do that.
Yeah, he probably would. Fucking Bear Grylls.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know where I was going with that. So little Johnny wants to be a Boy Scout, right? He's like, Dad, I really want to join the Scouts. I want to join.
I would ask him if he's allergic to vagina.
One, they got to freshen up the outfits a little bit. Stop with the little fucking crossover
Boy Scouts
bandana.
Have no drip.
No, not at all, dude. It's like, can they get sponsored by? I'm not even saying like Gucci. I'm saying like Nike.
What Gucci? Why would it be? Why would Boy Scouts get designer uniform?
I was saying they don't need to be sponsored by Gucci.
This little kid Dylan comes out in Balenciagas, dude. No, what are the? This one I don't understand about. I know it's about helping, learning life, but it's like, why do you get a badge for helping like an old lady across the street? You didn't do anything.
And by the way, do you have to help her? Like, all you're doing is just holding her shoulders.
I know. It's
not like you're carrying her out of a burning building.
Even if she falls, you're not going to be able to save her. And you're just going to be standing there, and it's even going to look even worse than if you weren't there and she just fell by herself.
Yeah, if she falls, you're just going to pull out your phone and call 911 like anyone else would do. I think we need some more extreme Boy Scout badges. We need, like, carrying a puppy out of a burning building or fucking...
knocking out an intoxicated stepdad.
Exactly.
Something crazy.
Busting a meth lab or something. Let's get these kids doing shit around the community. Like, that old lady doesn't need help across the road. How the fuck she get outside in the first place, huh?
Maybe she got tired when she got out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's... I think
maybe her tennis balls and her walker ran out of tread.
We need some... Okay, here we go. Hypothetical. We make an extreme Boy Scouts, all right? Or
they're just like fucking Navy... we have net ladders in the backyard. Carrying their knives in their fucking...
They got the holes through the tires and shit. They're crawling
They probably should, so they can defend against the fucking group leaders. Guys that rape them.
Oh, yeah. So that was my next question. So your son, little Johnny, wants to be...
But I feel like it's so out in the open now, it's not as much a thing. But
yeah, but... So to get to my question, your son, little Johnny...
And we're still on, sorry.
So he wants to join the Boy Scouts, and he's just doing great, I mean, he's really picking up the classes. He's learning how to tie a fisherman's knot. He knows how to light.
Okay.
He's really excelling, And you're proud of that as a dad. But then there becomes an opening for a Boy Scout camp leader, and he really wants his father there. You doing it?
Fuck no.
Fuck no, dude. I don't want to be...
chance. First of all, I'm imagining in any real world, I'm going to have a job. So I'm not going to be like, you know what? I want to be a Boy Scout camp leader. I want my weekends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I have a kid at that point. So actually, I still don't have my weekends anyways.
And you have a wife in this scenario, so you don't have no time.
I'm just toast. So it doesn't fucking matter.
I mean, I would say, like... when it comes to that, I just don't want someone to ask me what I did that weekend and have to lie every weekend, you know?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was out. With the boys at the pond, you know, throwing lures and shit. I don't know. And the Boy Scouts kind of remind me of the Mormons.
I think it also depends how old I am, though.
I mean, you're never too old to rape, so.
I didn't mean rape.
Oh.
I meant to. What the fuck?
No, I meant like to be seen as that guy.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like if I'm, you know, when you're older, like that's what parents. Although I coach my little league team, my son's little league team on the weekend, so it's like it's different because you don't do the same things. You know what I mean?
The reason I said that is because I would not want to be in there because there's just an immediate affiliation with Camp Scout leaders and
boning.
Yeah, and you know, child.
I mean,
bad childhoods.
You could say the same thing about priests in church, but everyone goes to church still.
That is true.
Yeah, and I think that's worse than Boy Scout leaders raping.
Yeah, what are they called? Falcons? Up there? No,
Falcons.
Cardinals. Not falcons.
Yeah, what other bird? A cockatoo? Did you say falcon?
No, the whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know how you get that, but they were all red, right? Like a cardinal.
They have red on. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know, like, you know, I feel like I get climbing.
That boy's raking some dough,
dude. I get like climbing the corporate ladder. How do you climb the ladder?
I don't know.
The Vatican?
Do you just like who is the most good?
Yeah. Maybe you volunteer.
And how do you scale that?
Exactly.
How do you know this person?
How many gold stars you get on your sheet at the week?
How do you know that? You know, Father Patterson hasn't done anything bad in the last 3 weeks.
And if movies, or especially horror movies, have taught me anything, the priests are always drunk. So it's like, you know, there's always some sins there. The one thing I don't get are Mormons. Like, so I actually
They're an interesting group.
So I actually wanted to talk about this today, and lucky for you, I have some facts about Mormons here that we're gonna. So first and foremost, in the word of wisdom, alcohol, tobacco, tea, coffee, and drugs are all banned. Okay.
Oh, I could not hang with that.
Yes, but I don't get the tea. I mean, I know.
What's the problem with tea?
Well, caffeine is the Christian's drug of choice.
Oh my, God,
that kind of thing. But
you could say the same thing about like a lot of things, like medications and stuff that people get prescribed. Whatever.
So I know, like,
so if you're a Mormon, you can't, you need pain pills or something, you can't take them.
No, you don't. I believe they do like the whole like prayer thing where it's like, you know, like their daughter has cancer, they don't take them to a doctor. They just
really?
pray.
Yeah. Like your appendix blows up and they just like, oh, let's just pray this goes away.
Yeah. It's like, well, because God didn't make doctors, you know, apparently. But no, we actually, I actually met a Mormon today, Mormon family. So as everyone knows, I sell buses. Okay. And so this little old lady just waltzes on in. Oh, she's got some strut to her step. She knows what she's doing. And, you know, you can just see the way people walk, you know, and it's like, you think you're important, don't you? Like, it's not just like a casual walk. It's like, like I'm supposed to be here kind of thing. And
I know a couple people who walk like that.
Yeah, you're going to, I thought you were going to say me.
No, not you.
No,
well, you don't walk like, what did you say? What to your step? You have a what to her step?
A strut to your step? Or like
she was really perky, is that what you're saying?
No, she just walked in like she was something, you know?
Oh, you do walk like that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. That's great to know. No, but no, so then anyways, so I asked him like, oh, do you own a tour and charter business? Do you own? She's like, no, it's for my family. I'm like, well, you're looking at a 78 passenger school bus here. So how big's the family? Oh, she has 25 kids. And each of those kids...
Time. 25 kids came out of that beaver?
I'm going to assume they might have adopted some because there's no way 25 years.
No way.
I mean, say you're 20. I mean, you're 45 at that point.
No way your body's still working.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, they're just dropping out.
Yeah.
I mean, pregnancy is probably even hard.
I can't even picture after like 7 to 5.
Well, in pregnancy, does it... I understand... Doesn't the butthole and the pussy rip?
Okay, you've said that before, and I don't know if that's actually true, and I don't want to think about it because that sounds fucking terrible.
I've heard that, but then it's like, wouldn't you see like a scar or like a little Ziploc?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen like after someone has a baby. Hey, let me see your gooch. Hey, I want to see your gooch. Is there a scar?
You're staying in the room during the pregnancy, right? Whenever you have a kid. I mean, I feel like I have to hold the hand, but it's just like, wow, there's a lot going on down there. You know.
I'm on the fence about it.
I feel like I want to grab the foot and pull it out. You know.
I feel like. But it's something that you see and it doesn't get out of your head.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, and I think.
Well, we all watched the Miracle of Life video.
Oh yeah, Miracle of Life. But at that point in your life, that's your pussy. So it's different versus when you're looking at it in an educational way.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, there's just it kind of looks like fucking Haiti down there. Just a lot going on, destruction. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and fix this.
I'm gonna have to go back in there.
I'm going back in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So and not that it's natural. It's not. I'm not saying it's gross. Well, it is kind of gross, but I'm saying it's not gross. Like it's part of life.
Yeah.
But it's something that I would be like, oof, that might take me a minute to. I don't want to see that, like her bleeding out, and that's just.
Yeah. Do they bleed during pregnancy? Or I guess yeah.
Are you fucking dumb? Do they bleed?
I don't know.
Do they bleed?
Am I a gynecologist? Do I just know everything about pussy?
If they didn't bleed, do you think they'd need 85 stacks of blue paper towels to wipe the baby off so they can see its face?
Bounty. This episode is sponsored by Bounty. No.
The placenta picker upper.
Oh. Don't people eat that?
Yeah, I don't know.
They do.
Apparently, it's very nutrient filled.
Yeah, and so is vitamin C.
No, but they don't like grab it and eat it like a fucking steak. But I'm saying they basically it dry and they put it in like capsules, or whatever, and then they take them.
What is the placenta? I do not know. Is it the sac that the baby's in, kind of thing? Right?
Yeah.
I think it's very strange that women have eggs because it always reminds me of like a chicken. Like there are little things in there that you just gotta go on and bam.
Wait, chicken eggs. What do they have to do with?
I'm just saying when I think of the word eggs.
Oh yeah,
I think of
like, I was say, well, there's salmon eggs.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of different eggs. Frog eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
I almost said frog legs. I was like frog legs.
Frogs they don't lay eggs.
You know what's interesting? Seahorses just piss them out and they're already swimming around.
And seahorses don't have genders. Interesting fact.
Yeah, or they're non-binary, or whatever the fuck else.
Why isn't the seahorse? Oh, I'm gonna get crucified for this. Why isn't the seahorse on the flag or something? Because
Because it's an animal.
No, the LGBTQ.
Because it's an animal.
Oh.
I
mean, everyone has like a state bird, right?
And a state plant.
Really?
Yeah.
What is Washington's?
I'm not sure, but Oregon's is the Oregon grape.
Really?
Yeah. And the state bird of Oregon is a cardinal.
Washington's is the
finch?
American goldfinch.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
And Oregon's, I believe, is a cardinal, I think.
I thought that was Arizona. Oh, no, that's a football team.
I think Oregon's is a cardinal, and then the plant is Oregon grape. I just know because we're from Oregon, so that's how I know that.
Fun fact, remember there was that flower that only grows on Table Rock? That was always interesting.
I didn't know that.
Oh, wow, that's nice. The
try to read that fucking word. Okay, I want you to read it for a second. Okay.
I know how to say the first word.
Okay, I want you to read that word right now out loud. This is the word that came up. Go.
The Washington state plant is the rhododendron macrophyllum.
Oh, I thought you were gonna butcher that way more.
Oh, well, I know the word rhododendron.
Yeah. I've heard it before.
Yeah, exactly. That's one.
I thought because your spelling usually sucks that maybe you sucked at reading
My
too.
spelling sucks?
It's average.
When have you seen me spell? When was the last time I wrote?
We text every single day for years, and you still make mistakes.
And so did you.
Like?
When you tried to say okay 3 times a day?
Yeah, but I corrected it.
Yeah, exactly. And I usually correct my spelling.
Well, when I'm working, I'm under trucks crawling around. I'm like, I'm not sitting down, just, texting paragraphs about grass.
Yeah, that's why I get 15 to 18 Instagram reels sent to me every day because you're always under a truck.
How long does that take, though?
To watch the whole reel? I mean, say a reel
I meant for me to send it to you.
We have to watch it first to send it.
I like how you just told me I send you a bunch of reels and that's why I'm not doing anything. You got some nerve. I started the same time as you, by the way, now. So
You do?
I started 8. I've started 8 for a couple weeks now.
You're never up with me? Why don't we get coffee or
Because Auburn's
something?
closer than further away.
Oh.
Because I can leave at like 7:30 and still get there.
Oh, no shit. Well, I leave at 7:20, so I figured you'd be up by it.
Today, I literally came out. I went out right behind you. You left. And
I said goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing I want to talk about. So we have a scenario. We have a scenario here,
You have a scenario.
And this is for you. So, if there was a burning building, okay, so building's on fire, gonna paint a little picture here for you.
Where am I? Just a random building? I mean,
I'd say you're in like a brick apartment building. Like the fire is enough that it's enclosing the bricks.
okay.
But you're already out.
But in that point, you're giving me way too many variables because that means there's hundreds of people inside.
Yes. Okay. Now everyone gets out. Okay. And the fire is just engulfing this building. Okay. So everyone 65 and under just walked out, right?
Yeah.
But there's some senior citizens in there. Okay. All right. Now it's definitely risking your life for this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to go in there and save little Aunt May from, apartment number 203?
No, and let me tell you why. See, in my mind, this is fight or flight. And when you find someone who can't flight, I think
Then
it
they
is
stay on
in
the
your
ground.
best interest. If you're not going to carry him out, maybe you should run in there and knock him out so then they don't feel the pain.
So you'd still go in, just not carry him out.
Let's be honest. I would just run.
Yeah.
In my mind, though, I'm thinking burning alive is like that'd be probably one of the worst deaths ever. So maybe, run it, or maybe you could, if you had a gun from the outside, just pow, pow,
Yeah.
pow. This obviously, I wouldn't do that because then you get charged with murder.
Exactly. It's like, well, the fire was going to get him anyways.
But no, I would say it's fucked up, but I'd say no.
I think the senior citizen wouldn't want you to risk your life for them. It's like, hey, you got 70 years. Congrats. Like, they're not going to want you to.
But on the same token, I feel like it would tug at my heartstrings. I feel like I would want to go in there.
I mean, I'd feel sad about it. Would I go to work the next day just fine? Probably.
But would I rather go wake up the next day with my skin being where it's at? Yeah. I think that would be a...
Because I feel like...
What about you?
I feel... Yeah.
You would go in?
No, I would not go in.
Oh, I thought you said, oh, yeah, of course, I'd go in.
No. I feel like it's a common human thing that, like, say a guy's got a gun to your head, right? And there's you or, like, a 6-year-old child. And he just says, it's you or them. You obviously choose. The older person chooses, right? You're going to say the 6-year-old? I mean, he hasn't lived a lot of life. I mean,
I didn't even answer. I just was thinking about the complexity of it.
You didn't agree with me. I just thought it's a normal human characteristic.
I thought you were, because I thought you were about to say it's a normal human characteristic to be like, it's me, not them.
No, I was thinking the older person needs to go. Because when you think of life...
In my mind, okay, let's spare the theatrics here. If we're all in that situation, I'm just going to say what we're all thinking, and whoever's listening to this, you can suck my cock, because I know you're not a saint. No one here is a good person that's listening to this podcast. If there's a 6-year-old right there, and like, first of all, the shooter's not going to make me choose, most likely, but I'm saying... But if you don't choose, you both die. But if he shot him, I'd feel better about it. It's because it's not me. That's just a real answer.
But I thought that was human.
That's a real like fucking answer. That's a real answer. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're... I don't care how old you are. I don't care who you are. You can sit there and deny it to the moon. Oh, I'd take a bullet for any fucking child. If you're sitting there, this guy's got a fucking 9mm right in your fucking head. And he's like, I'm going to... And he's like... And he just decides. And you close your eyes and you're a gunshot, but it's not you. You're going to be like... Oh, let's be honest here.
If no one knew, yeah.
Because in my mind, like the same way everyone else is right now, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, take me. But when I'm in that situation, I'm going to be like, he did it. He did it.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed, like...
Okay, I'm not going to say he did it, but I'm going to be like, hey, don't get me. There's another...
He's the one who fucked your wife.
At least do eeny, miny, mo or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, give me a fair chance.
I would say, like, I'm not suicidal at all. But, like...
Who thought you were?
No, but after this next point, they might. That's why I had to clear that up.
Really?
No. Have you ever noticed it's the little things? Like, I'll be driving and just the minor inconvenience. It's like, you know what?
Yeah,
I could drive off this bridge right now. Like, I could fucking do it.
No, like I was in the grocery store not too long ago, and I had gotten off super fucking late, and I was already fucking pissed. And I was already, and I had such an adult moment because I'm like pulling all these stuff off the shelves and buying all these things. I'm like, oh, $5 How the fuck is that much? I'm like, this is ridiculous. Obviously, because now you don't understand until you're actually paying for all your groceries.
Bottle of ranch, $8.
I'm like, dude, yeah. I bought like a thing of sauce. It's like $7.9. I'm buying like spices because I was cooking dinner. I'm like, how is this little McCormick thing fucking $7? And anyway, so I'm already fucking pissed. I had a terrible day. I walk up to the fucking line. This lady in front of me, she has like 7 items, and she has a fucking coupon book. And then she pulls out like a food stamp card. There's 7 items in here, dude.
God.
There's 7 fucking items.
And then after she's done swiping the food stamps, she asks for smokes behind the counter to pay with cash.
So she's taking for fucking ever. And in my mind, I just and then she answers her phone, and then stands there for like 10 minutes. I literally so bad just wanted to snatch her neck and throw her over the fucking counter.
Those brutal, like, I've had brutal moments like that. Like, I would say I'm not a violent person. I don't get angry too often. I would say, I hope you do. I mean, you would know from a third perspective. I'm a pretty happy guy, right? For the most part. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have a few contingencies with that.
Well, you've also known me for 17
years.
I think
you are a happy guy, but the thing is, the trick with you is, though, even if you're upset, you still appear happy because you're like, oh, I'm in a great mood.
Oh yeah,
and you want people to know that, even though inside you're like, And then you're passive aggressive the whole day,
and then I'm dead. I'm just dead inside. But
yeah, and then you're passive aggressive, and then you have to.
And then when I'm fucked up, I'll finally text you and tell you.
No, and then I have to like let you win little battles because I know you're upset. And it's just like.
Anyways, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I'm not angry, but have you ever had moments where you just like?
Have you ever done anything super violent or angry?
Super violent,
like damaged something, like punched a hole in the wall or some shit.
Never punched a hole in the wall. I have. Like, if I lost my shit, what do I do? That's a good question. Like, violent. Like, I've never been in a fight. So, like, nothing like that. I guess I have yelled. I would say that.
So you and every other normal person who's an adult?
I think that a lot of
times...
You've
never thrown something. You've never done something that's a little overboard.
Thrown something? I don't think so.
You know what?
No, I'm trying to think. Like, actually, like...
Who are you? St. Peter?
No, of course not.
God. You've never gotten angry and be like, yeah, that was a little much.
No, I have gotten angry, and I think that it's more vocal than anything.
Okay, have you ever said anything? What's the most fucked up thing you've said when you're angry?
Fucked up thing I've said? Yeah, it's probably to Aaron. I'm not going to repeat that.
Really?
Yeah, you were there fucking...
Oh, I was there. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that wasn't good.
Yeah, that was good. I was there. No.
Well, you got to give us something here. Like,
I mean, most fucked up thing I've ever said. I mean, you're just kind of put me on the spot. I don't fucking know.
Well, apparently you've never done anything.
No,
you've never
I'm
gotten
saying
too
like
angry before.
I handle my anger like you said. I try to act like I'm not.
I get it. But eventually it bottles up and explodes. So what happens when it explodes? Everyone has those moments.
I cry. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Anyways, moving on.
I got nothing off the top of my head. I'm trying here. But no, like a brutal moment. Like I remember. I'm not gonna say who it was, but there was like a couple weekends ago. I'm looking at this person.
This isn't even that long ago.
It was a couple weekends ago. And and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, just these waves of anger, and I'm just like, I want to fucking just take their throat and just absolutely pummel them. And it was like
pummel.
I
haven't heard that word in a while.
Like I just wanted to unleash all the rage in me, and like, cause okay, this is what I feel like. I'm a guy who bottles things up. You know?
Yeah, me too, 100%.
Throws it on the shelf. At that point,
and then the shelf gets full.
I wanted all the shelf to fucking come out into these fucking fists and just let it all fucking out on this person. And it was like, and it was weird. It may have been a mixture of alcohol or whatever. I didn't, but that's the point is I'm sitting there thinking this, but I probably just look like this. And I'm just like looking at him, and I'm just like,
I feel like that's kind of a sign of like a serial killer or psychopath.
Okay, I don't have schizophrenia. I'm just saying like fucking.
I didn't say schizophrenia. I said serial.
I'm saying I have a good filter. Like I don't fucking. More than most, but
it depends who was most.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say like I do. Like, have you ever had like a brutal moment like that, like where you just want to?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
I got really fucking mad at my father.
Really?
And he like bought me some bats, and one of them was wooden. Mm-hmm. So I went outside and fucking smashed it in half over the fence.
Shit. Yeah. I remembered a moment. I might have said it on the podcast already. I'm not sure.
But waited for me to go first.
No, it just brought it to me because then I was thinking like family. I hated my mom's chickens. Fucking hated them.
Oh my God.
I hated my mom's chickens.
Yeah, now it's coming.
See, here's the anger. I thought she loved them more than she loved me.
This is the most fucked up thing I've ever heard.
I thought she loved those chickens more than she loved me because it was like if their water things were slightly green, just a little bit of moss, Jack is grounded, he's not going out or whatever. So one day I was like, I'm done. Had enough. It's over. This is a war.
Okay.
And I'm coming to the front lines, baby. So I was like, okay, how do I kill them all without her knowing?
That's like a serial killer
That's not.
Thing. A little bit. A lot of them, they kill pets and animals and shit.
For fun. This was not for fun. This was out of love.
But still, I'm saying if you're killing something, I'm not saying for necessarily enjoyment.
I don't just go out there and start, put cats' heads in the microwave and shit. That's serial killer shit.
I feel like it's still up there. I've never killed anything like that. I've killed a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm saying I've never like gotten mad at that's like getting mad at somebody and they're like, well, I'm gonna kill your fucking whatever pet you have.
No, I wasn't mad at them. I was mad at the chickens. The chickens I felt they were loved more than I was.
And you tried
to
kill them.
To. The point was I needed.
That's serial killer behavior.
I needed to eliminate the chickens. The chickens needed to go. So it's like, okay, if I let them all out, they're already free-range chickens. They know how to get back. So I'm like, okay. So I chose the woman's, the woman's weapon of choice, poison.
Yeah.
And so obviously I don't just have fucking poison sitting on the shelf, but I did
Like
find
rat
like
poison or something, right?
Yeah, I found like snail poison, and so
snail
it's
poison.
the only thing I could fucking find, and it kind of looked like their food. So then when I went out to feed them that day, threw that in with it, and then they were all fine. So
turns out the snails did not.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
snail
kills
poison
snails does not kill chickens. That's not serial killer shit. It was just like
It is a little bit.
Okay,
It is a little bit. That's 100%. I don't care. That's a little.
No.
You saw something. You're like, I feel like this is love more than me. I'm gonna kill him.
No.
That is fucking serial
Here is the
killer
difference.
shit. Early starting. I don't care.
Serial killer shit.
That's
is
still.
where-
It doesn't have to be something crazy to be a fucking
no.
serial killer
Then
thing.
let me explain.
You're not gonna fucking explain
Yes, I
your way
will.
out of this.
Serial killer shit kill things for fun off of just a thing.
Yeah, but
This was 2
you
years
did it off a thing.
No,
you did off of. You
This
fucking
was
tried to kill him,
2 years of torture.
dude. Oh, and you try to poison all the chickens because they thought you. What
Not
the fuck?
actually that they were love more. I was just tired of just the fucking.
I don't. I'm not saying. Yeah, the serial killer thing.
I
they
didn't
do it for
actually kill
enjoyment.
them.
I'm not saying.
So it's attempted.
But
We're
you
fine.
tried. I'm not saying. I'm saying. But because you tried, that's still a little like. It's a little. You should have been under watch.
I'm just glad,
Yeah, I'm glad you turned out all right.
Yeah, I'm glad you are just.
I'm glad you didn't break the seal on that because who else would have known else? Other
Yes, I'm
lives
just
you
glad there's no
claimed.
red in your ledger. You got nothing. Just fucking. Just.
I've never killed
straight
anything.
shooter.
I've killed some birds when I was younger, but what guy hasn't tried to? Well,
Yeah, what guy isn't trying to
I
kill
killed a rabbit in Yellowstone. Almost got my dad arrested. I think.
Yeah, that's not.
Apparently, you shouldn't
So on
do
a
that.
family vacation, you thought killing another animal was appropriate, and that's not.
Well,
serial
I
killer
actually
shit?
didn't think it would kill it. I threw a rock from hella far away, and I just am so fucking.
So
accurate.
the initial knee-jerk reaction to throw a rock at another living animal.
You set out a plan
Oh
and
yeah.
tried to poison these chickens, knowing damn well that your mom would go see them. I was in the wild.
I was hoping she
I was
would
in the
thought, like,
wild.
chicken
That's part of
pox or the
life.
plague.
That's how can chickens die of chicken pox?
Isn't that where they came from?
I don't know.
I'm guessing chicken pox came from chickens.
I don't know if that's the case, but either way, I was out in the wild. Back when people would put snare traps and eat it for meat. I'm out there in the woods, no relation to anybody.
And 2 hours later, you went back to the hotel and probably had Mexican, so you didn't have to kill it for food.
No, I didn't have to kill it for food, but
You
I'm
wanted
saying
to kill it for
I was
fun,
like,
which is
I was
serial
like
killer
11 or
shit.
12.
Yeah, I was like 11 or 12 in this story.
But, dude, your situation, I'm not, anyone you ask, that's a little more, I don't know, that's a little more weird to
By the
me.
way, anyone the statute of limitation is 7 years in this country, so I was like 12. So, and I was also underage. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've never seen chicken murders in the news. I think you're fine.
Okay, top 5.
Top 5.
Okay, so for today we have our top 5 pet peeves or annoyances, whatever you want to call them.
Yes, top 5 pet peeves.
Z, I went first last time. You got to go first.
All right, my list is brewed up of a lot of personal experiences, obviously. There's a lot of pet peeves out there. I had a little trouble because I feel like there's so many little things, and it's a generality.
I tried to choose
hard.
like the bigger ones.
It's kind of hard to narrow down, but so I'm going to go down my list. Coming in my 5 seed and top 5 pet peeves. Number 5, I got to go loud chewing. And when I say loud chewing, smacking, I mean that I'm okay with it after a little bit, but after so long and you don't notice it, it's like, come on, it's so fucking annoying. It makes me want to take their plate, crush it, and throw it down their throat.
It's more like as an adult you expect more.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like when they chew with their mouth open and just like, nah, nah, nah.
I understand it happens sometimes, but like if it's a consistent thing, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's coming at my 5. Number 4, and this is something I feel so strongly about because I run into it so much, especially because I'm a fast walker. Walking slowly when you know someone's behind you. And especially if it's in a crowded environment and you can't go around them, they're just taking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's absurd. And of course, it's not, most time it's old people, but
So a lot of times it's not old people.
That's true. That's not all the time.
It's just like, dude.
Just more, and they're it's like, dude, like, be aware of your surroundings because I'm not kidding. Every time it happens, I just want to go poof, and just push them over on their face on the sidewalk.
And they're just like slowly meander. Oh.
Yeah, and that's going to be my number 400%. I hate that. Coming at number 3, I got dog owners not picking up their pets' shit. And when I say that, if you're in a random field, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When it's on someone's yard and you leave it, and I see it, but
is-
and even when it's not like my yard, and I see it, I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. I just want to grab it and smear it all over their
Do you know
fucking face.
Dupe-
You clean it up.
Dupe has that every day. There's a guy who walks his dog by their front yard, and then the dog, because he started pooping there, does it every day, and the guy doesn't pick it up, and then Dupe yells at him, and he just ignores him
Yeah,
and keeps
that's
walking.
it's
That
so,
would drive me.
It's so fucked up. Like if I had, like our house, when we first moved to Oregon when I was a little kid, we had that problem so fucking bad because a lot of people walk, because it was right by the manor, and people would walk their fucking dogs up there, like
Fuck
hundreds of
that.
people. At one point, I think I'd get so fed up if I was my dad, I would sit out there with like a fucking BB gun and just fucking start shooting people.
Get off my lawn. You know?
And you're not gonna pick it up, and it's just like it's so fucked up.
And then the turds turn like white.
I don't understand. I understand if the circumstances, maybe you're far away and it's like I don't have a fucking
didn't
bag,
see
but why
it.
wouldn't you bring a bag? You know your dog's gonna shit at some point.
Exactly.
So there's that coming at my number 3. Number 2, this is something that I probably have a too big of a problem with, because I tend to react. And this is people staring at you for no reason.
Ooh,
And I have many times just given it right back or just been like, because I fucking hate it so much. It's like, yeah, what the fuck are you, like, so many times I want to stop. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? And I haven't done it at all. Oh, what's going on?
Hi, this is
This is Samantha.
This is Samantha.
Hi, I'm Sam. I want to make a guest appearance really fast.
Okay, what would you like to? The stand is yours, Sam. Welcome to Around the Lunch Table. This is Z's girlfriend's sister. Just came back from. Oh, and she's gonna use this in all the conversations. I was studying abroad in Madrid.
Okay, shut up.
Like,
I'm only in it because what I heard you just say relates to Spain.
okay, here it goes. Okay.
Staring at you for no reason. So apparently, staring for no reason is a part of the culture in Europe,
Oh
which I didn't get because
no,
no, they just stare at you, and
Just-
it's like it's.
for what? Like love or like they just
Well,
do
okay,
it?
so when you come over there as like an American, you think like they hate me because I'm an American, and they're just staring at me walking down the sidewalk.
Can they out you that fast?
they really know until you know what
I mean? Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like you could also be someone who's born in Spain.
I agree.
So how fast did they out you? Were they just like, oh, filthy
Well, okay,
fucking
I
American?
don't think no. Like when you come over there at first and they're staring at you, you think like,
They want to fight, or and you just got your fists ready and you're ready to go.
literally, like you stare back and you just give them the dirtiest
So before
look.
you found out, did you like punch one, or how'd that go
I
down?
would be like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Well, we would start just like saying shit in English, like.
Things you don't understand.
They
so that
don't
helps.
really like the town that I studied abroad in. Like a lot of them didn't really speak English,
Oh,
so
really?
I would just be like, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
What English or what language did what language did they speak?
Spanish.
Okay. Okay, I forgot it was Spain. I thought you went to a lot of different other places. Okay, Alex wouldn't shut up about it. She's like, oh, now she's here, now she's here, now she's here. Like, I don't know. Okay, so it's in Spain.
My home base was Spain.
Home base, yeah.
My home base.
The base of operations.
When I
So,
lived in Europe.
okay, yeah. I would say like visited for an extended period, but you
No,
know.
that's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
I say that.
So,
very
did you pick up
sarcastically.
like a lot of Spanish while you were there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give us a little demo?
Hola.
Oh wow. Okay.
Me llamo Sam. Can I finish my story though?
Yes, of course.
Okay. My point is they just stare and that's part of their culture. So when you get over there and you're first there, you're like, fuck, like they think I'm an American. That's when I would get pissed off and be like, what the fuck are you looking at? Turns out it's part of their culture. So like whether you're Spanish or not, like I don't look American really. I mean like
But you could go.
I mean, you know.
it could go either way. It could go either way. But there
Yeah.
was nothing that I did or said or like any way that I carried myself that made me look American.
Besides the fact you only spoke English, but yeah.
I speak Spanish.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I lived with like a host mom,
Oh, that's cool.
Spanish woman.
So
She
then,
didn't
what
speak
is it
English.
about the culture that makes them stare? Then that's what I'm saying. Is there a reason? Do they all just
They
go?
just don't.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. Once I started like getting comfortable, I realized they just do that to everyone. Like if you're wearing like a cool shirt,
They'll
they're
just
just
stare.
gonna stare at your shirt. It's not rude over there. So it's
Oh.
like people that you see here too. Like I don't know, like they have like their dog is really cute or their shoes are
But I
cool,
feel like
or they're walking like
Yeah.
weirdly or something. They're like where you look and then you turn back to your friends and you're like, oh my God, look at that person, but like don't make it too obvious. They're just like,
Oh, so like they can just stare at your butt all day and it's fine?
absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
So Europe is known for their very sexually aggressive men. Did you encounter that over there?
Wasn't Spain and Taken? Was that Spain that happened?
I don't know.
Oh, the movie?
Oh, was
I
that
never
it?
watched that movie.
Oh, probably good
I
before you
know.
studied over there.
I know.
Yeah. So
I
is
heard
that
about
true?
it right when I got there. Yeah.
Yeah, they are very sexually aggressive.
There was this
Is
one.
it like rapey or is it just kind of like vibey?
Okay.
Like, were you into it or were you just like, eh?
Like it's rapey vibes, but it never gets to like, you know what I mean? Like,
Rapey vibes, but it doesn't get to.
potential.
It's okay. Example.
Okay.
This one club that like is the biggest like
It's very
club
popular.
in the city that I studied in. The first time I went, there were literally a group of men, like, and it was throughout the night. Like, there was always a group of men standing outside the girls' bathroom, like literally catcalling the girls inside the bathroom.
Okay.
But
Catcalling, so just like whoop whoop, or like what
oh
is-
no, it was just catcalling. Like they're not, and they're gonna walk up to you and be like, "Hola guapa."
Hola
like,
guapa. What does guapa mean?
Beautiful.
Oh, hola.
They call everyone
guapa.
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 Hola guapa.
Okay.
And so they like walk up to you and like they eye you when you're in the bathroom.
But it's okay to stare.
They target you in the bathroom. It's okay, and then they follow you
Into
and
the
then,
bathroom?
No.
Okay.
Once you walk out, they follow you. So all this is like not okay in the U.S. Like very, very creepy. But if you say like, no, get the fuck away from me, they'll get the fuck away from you.
Really?
So like,
so
it's
they're
a lot-
rapey, but they follow orders. Okay.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
rapey, but they're cool.
Yeah.
But they're obedient.
Okay.
They're obedient rapists.
No, and then it's just okay.
It's like
no. Those are the non-obedient.
Yeah. Okay.
They have me in pass.
Okay.
And then they get away
Gotcha.
from you.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you have a good time over there? Did you have
I
fun?
had a great time.
Did you find yourself?
I found myself.
That's good. I heard you didn't take a vape over there. How was that?
I did.
Oh,
Well,
you did?
okay, so
Well, then Alex lied. Shocker.
no, she did.
No, she was like, Sam said she's been feeling so healthy without a vape. So you did take one. What the fuck?
She did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a half.
So either you lied
It's
to
a
her
half-
or she lied to us.
It's called a half truth. Okay, here's the
Truth
thing.
is either truth or
I
false.
like kind of was like not addicted my first month, but I brought.
Kind of not addicted.
Do you want the long story?
We just need the truth.
Okay, let me tell the long story really fast. I got my wisdom teeth taken out right before I went to Spain, so I was like really high for 3 days.
Now I'm on heroin.
And and then I got to Spain, I got addicted to heroin, so I just don't hit nicotine anymore.
Oh, that's perfect. You just traded one for the other.
That's the story.
So I'm not addicted to nicotine. I am addicted to other things. Okay.
That's
anyways.
the story.
I hope you're kidding.
I was just like high for 3 days, and then I was like, well, I have to go to Spain. I don't think they have vapes over there, so I'm gonna bring a pack of Juul pods. And
Which will last you 2 days, but yeah.
when they run out, they run out. Well, since I was high for 3 days, I wasn't hitting my vape, so I kind of got unaddicted. Got over there. The first month, I
Cured
literally
addiction in 3 days, huh?
Oh,
Very
it's
impressive.
true. The
Oh,
first
okay.
month, I didn't hit my vape.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Okay.
I didn't.
Continue.
And then the
this is
second
when Alex
month,
lied.
okay, I hit my vape like once a week. Like one hit a week.
That's like eating one chip out of the bag.
Exactly. So it's like not addiction. It's true, but I did
So-
do it. I just hit it because I felt like whatever. Anyways, I wasn't addicted for the first month. Second month, I went to Barcelona, went to this music festival, and I smoked
good
this
soccer player,
cig for the first time.
Oh.
And then
Which don't
I
those have
became
nicotine in it, I think?
re-addicted, and then I found out they sell vapes in Europe, and then I started vaping again, and now I'm
Okay.
re-addicted. So I did
you
like a
cured
month
your
clean.
addiction for like a month,
A
and
month.
then you went back on it.
A
Because I
month.
was gonna say, Alex had told us several times where we could hear her FaceTiming you. You sounded pretty fucked up at like a club or something. You're gonna say
I
you
didn't drink in Europe actually. I was never fucked up.
We got some CNN over here. Whoa.
What about the night where she? Okay.
Never mind. Okay,
I'm kidding.
we need to get Alex back on here to rebuttal
I'm
some of this
kidding.
shit.
10 questions.
Yeah. So, well, one, I am so I mean, you obviously have supernatural strength being able to cure an addiction in 3 days. That is awesome. That is great to hear, and I'm happy for you on that.
Thank you.
So are you like smoking cigs now? Or that wasn't a no. You have a pack of Marlboro Reds in there, don't you?
No.
Oh, okay. That took a while to answer. You had me scared.
She
But-
says no. Alex is like, yes.
Yes, she did. Sisters just know these things, you know. No, but no,
The
that's.
cigs were only like a drunk thing if someone offered.
But you didn't drink.
That's fair. She was kidding.
Oh, what
It
the?
was a. It was.
You're
a
very
show.
convincing. You should be a salesman.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's what everyone tells me.
Or a politician.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good at lying. But no, that's fucking great. I'm glad you had a great time. I'm glad you
very
got to fill us in on that little piece of history, you know? Thing is, when people come to ATLT, they don't think they're going to learn something, but today you brought them the gift of knowledge.
Is it true that you shouldn't drink the tap water in Europe? I've heard that many times. Is that true?
That is fake news.
Really?
She's like, well, I drank it. I mean, I was puking all the time, but I'm good.
No, I just heard that apparently it's not as filtered as the United States is.
Oh.
Maybe
Not sure.
Specific towns are.
The city that I stayed in, it was like straight from the mountains. It was great.
So it was like
Like, I would-
they had the vase on their head just bringing it down.
Yeah. No, every morning.
Mount Kilimanjaro actually had the best water. Yeah, I know.
No, every morning my host mom told us how much water we needed for the day, and I actually had to go up to the mountains
You went up to the mountains to drink water?
to bring it back.
Oh, you had to. So they didn't have faucets.
Well, they did, but like it's
You had to fill up.
expensive.
Oh, so you shouldn't drink the tap water then.
Well, you just like carry it down from the mountain.
Then that's not from tap, right? Because he was asking if you should drink the tap water.
I'm kidding
but-
again. Sorry. Tap water is great in Europe,
Okay, that's good to know.
especially in the town where I was at. It did come
Which
with
was
the mountains, but
Madrid,
it was
right?
Granada.
Granada. Okay.
Granada. with a
Granada.
G.
Granada. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, thank you guys for having me.
Of course, no
It
problem.
was
we
great.
we
It was
appreciate.
And you lived here.
Yeah.
Sorry about the lies that my sister told.
Yeah. I would just like to say that we've asked our girlfriends to be on probably, I don't know, 20 times. And we appreciate you being the first female guest on Around the Lunch Table. So props to you.
I appreciate the hospitality.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Alex, the bar's high.
Yes. Yes.
We won't be seeing Alex on here anytime soon. I'll tell you that.
Yep, her sister just went up there.
All right. So,
Where were we at after that interruption?
yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was good. So yeah, for those who don't know, Sam, Alex's sister, just got back from Spain.
Like
A couple
2
days ago, and
She studied abroad.
she hopped on the podcast the first time she came over here. Alex has gotten on this podcast 0 times, and I've known her for
She
over 6
lives
months.
here.
Over 6 months. Okay. Unrelated. So my last pet peeves was at number 2 was the people staring at her for no reason, which she also was a cultural thing in Spain, which is actually very interesting. My number 1.
It sounds like they just don't have manners there. Okay, anyways, continue.
Let's
Let's be honest.
A little
It was
more
like, yeah, they would just catcall you out of the bathroom. You got to tell them no.
You know what I mean? It's just I feel like that takes some getting used to. But I guess if you're raised there, it's how it is.
I mean, we're a very progressive
okay,
country.
I'm really excited about this number
Okay.
1 because I feel so strongly about it, and I think this has been my number 1 pet peeve ever since I knew what a pet peeve was.
Mm-hmm.
Children crying / screaming on planes.
Oh, yeah.
I
Knock that baby
I
out.
think every airline where a baby is going to be sat, a baby should sit next to the emergency exit, so then when it cries, they can throw it out.
Or put it in the back. Like, you need to press a check
Or, like,
mark that
get,
says,
like,
I have a baby on
Yeah,
board.
a kennel, and put him with the dogs so he can cry with all the barking
Dude,
dogs.
I say just give him a melatonin and just freaking
Yeah,
like,
or Valium.
yeah, just give him something. Like, that's an
Obviously,
God.
I'm kidding, but I'm saying I hate that so much. Like, I just I just
would
want
drive
to
me
take I just
bonkers.
want to take a fucking pillow and just
I mean, at that point, okay, like a scenario you and I talked about, you know, you're hiding from someone, you know, underneath the floorboards. The baby's about to start crying. What do? It's life or death.
wait. Well, oh yeah, okay. They're like
Bop, bop, bop.
yeah,
Fucking-
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, exactly. I
In the
mean, 'cause
Underground
she
Railroad.
used to freaking
there was
punch
no,
the
it's-
babies.
That's an actual fact for those who
Exactly.
weren't. I think last episode we talked about that.
Yeah.
Because obviously Harriet Tubman, Underground Railroad, she would like sneak slaves away and stuff like that. Was that funny?
No.
Was that funny?
No, you said Underground Railroad.
I did say it like that. Yeah, I just was. I was
not
asking,
the slaves part.
Oh,
Slaves are not
I
funny.
thought the slaves was funny to you.
No,
I was like,
slaves,
is that
slaves
funny
are
to
not
you?
funny.
I'm about to get us
horrible.
canceled. I was just saying, and so it's actually she would try to sneak these people away. Obviously, their families had babies, and obviously there's people looking for them, like the slave owners and shit. And she would knock babies out, some gangster shit, if you ask me.
Just grabs the legs.
Like, and this goes back to the barbaric thing. I would never do such a thing, but have you
life
ever,
or death.
Like, how do? In what way do you knock out a baby in a way it doesn't actually damage it?
To be honest, I don't think I'd punch it. I think I'd just put it in a chokehold and then just
That
wait.
would fucking suffocate it.
Well, that would. But you would just wait for them to go to sleep and then
I think, you know what? It's like better safe than sorry. You know, better brain damage for the kid than death for all of us. So I'm hitting
the
it
needs
as
of the
hard as
many outweigh the needs of the few. Snap
Yeah.
its neck, throw it down.
throw it in the lake. Hey, get another one. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. They're growing on trees these days. We're already overpopulated.
That's fucked up. But
Yeah.
anyways, that was my top 5 pet peeves.
That was
James,
good.
on to you.
That was good. So,
Wait. Before you go on, because we had a intermission there. So top 5 pet peeves. Number 5, loud chewing / smacking. Number 4, walking slowly when you know someone's in front of you. 3, dog owners not picking up their their pets' shit. People staring at you for no reason. Number 2 and number 1, children crying, screaming on an airplane. Top 5 pet peeves. James, take it away.
okay. So number 5 actually has to do with airplanes, just like yours, but a little bit different. When the plane lands and people get up the second it stops and then just stand in the aisle.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like we all know how this goes. The doors in the front, row 1, then 2, then 3, and then it's like the second the fasten your seatbelt sign goes away, fucking they get up and then they just stand in the aisle in front of people. That just bugs the shit out of me.
I'm blocking Oliver from leaving.
Number 4, I would say in casual conversation, it's the person who has to one up every story. That's the people who one up every story.
So a narcissist.
Yes, narcissism is a pet peeve. It's like
I agree with
the people. It's like oh yeah, so I went.
Hey Alex, this pertains to you if you want to hop in here.
That's not what I was saying. It's like, oh, I went skydiving. They're like, oh, how high did you go? I was like, oh, I think like 10,000 feet. Yeah, well, when I went, it was 15,000 feet. And it's like, oh.
Well, 15 is lower than 20, but.
I said 10,000 first and 15.
Oh, I thought you said 20.
No. Or it's like, oh, I got a new car. And then they're like, yeah, well, my uncle just got a new car. And it's actually a Lexus. And it has heated seats. And yours doesn't. And it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Like, yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck about your uncle's car. I thought you gave a fuck about me, so I'm telling you about my story.
I agree. That's fair. That's fair.
Don't like that shit. No.
No.
Number 3, people who are overly into something really stupid, like NASCAR or something.
Yeah.
I've walked into a home where like the lampshade was a car.
That's a little much.
The flags are on it, and it's just like, you have no identity, do you? And that just...
There's no problem with being like a fan or a super fan of something, but...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm a super fan of a lot of things, but I don't fucking...
Yeah, but you don't have a Bill Burr fathead on your fucking
Exactly.
wall in your bedroom, you know what I mean?
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Number 2.
My oldest brother Vince, has always been a huge Michael Jordan fan,
Mm-hmm.
and in his bathroom when he was young, even as like when I was younger, he had in his bathroom. He had the fucking huge picture of Michael Jordan doing the
With the
fucking
thing,
wing
yeah.
thing. I'm like sitting there being like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, at least he's making sure it gets in the bowl. Number 2, people who hold a fork or a spoon with their whole fist.
Oh my! I almost put that one, dude.
No shit.
That. Okay.
Oh my God. I look at it and it's like, are you a child?
No, not a child.
You
like,
grip it like, I don't even know how to grip it.
grip it
No,
like a
you
baseball bat. Like it takes a few fingers. It's pretty.
It's just
Yeah, it will balance. Well, how do you hold a fucking?
with the 2 fingers.
Okay, yeah, okay. You made it look like you were like a flashlight.
No, it's just like
yeah, and
2
it leans
fingers.
on the side. Yeah, and it's comfortable. You make sure it's in equilibrium, and it's very just.
I feel like the people who hold it like that are like a child.
They're savages.
That was just rescued from the Congo that doesn't know how to fucking use silverware, And he's just like.
I agree. It's a little much.
That is too much. Number 1, which I absolutely hate, and this is adults who have their kids do their voicemails. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It's like
my mom has Shaylee doing hers.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Lesney.
You heard it. Don't act like you didn't know that.
I actually didn't know it was your mom.
I did. I called my mom one time, and we were laughing because it was Shaylee.
That's not who I was talking about. Because
you reached my grandma, Dee.
Dude, I hate that.
But that's not our daughter, though. So
yeah, no, it's like I remember calling someone. It's like, you've reached John and Hannah. Oh my God,
Timmy.
It's like, just fucking rip the eardrums out of my and then it's always too long.
What if it's someone calling of importance? You know,
exactly. And it's like I'm sitting here trying to like tell you I need bail money, and I got to listen to each one of your kids, 6 kids, say their names. It's like, you've reached the house of, and then they all go, the Johnsons. And then it's like, and then each one of the kids says something, and it's like, God bless your day. It's like, fuck you.
Absolute virgin behavior.
I hate it. I do have 2 honorable mentions. No, I told you that before the podcast.
You said you weren't going to mention them because I didn't make any, so.
It's just an honorable mention.
You said mentions. You know what? Actually, by the way, an honorable mention, it's an honorable mention, not mentions.
It was just 2 that I couldn't choose, and I thought it'd be interesting to hear.
Fine.
When people talk in the third person, and it's like, Jack is hungry, like that.
I do that sometimes.
No, I've never heard you talk in the third person. Ever. If it like...
When I say Zizi's here.
That's a joke. I'm talking
That's
about
third person.
You're doing it as a joke for comedic purposes. I'm talking about like I know a couple people who will be like, Jack wants
Speaking
a White
of
Claw.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second.
Okay.
This is off topic.
Okay.
Do you think that Bill Murray is funny?
I think in Caddyshack he was.
Yeah, in Caddyshack he is. But do you think...
I think it's old humor.
Do you think that, like him, for example, or Jerry Seinfeld, I don't know, Larry
I want
David,
to watch the Seinfelds.
Do you think that comedy has passed them by?
I think so. I think that it is hard for someone who has been doing something for so long to adapt to a younger generation.
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about being PC because I'm highly against fucking cancel culture and PC bullshit, if you haven't noticed by this podcast already. But I think that like their jokes
It's 10:20, holy fuck.
grow old with them. And then they have a hard time relating to the younger crowd. Because
Bill Murray's also like 75
Yeah,
now,
it's like
so.
life is moving so fast. There's twists, there's turns. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, we're in a revolution of fucking, I mean, the world's changing every day.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how do you keep up with these trends and these modern things?
Especially when it's like once you get older, you're not touring all the time. And
Exactly,
shit like that, so.
yeah.
All right, anyways, get to your honorable mentions.
Baby talk. Adults doing baby talk. Don't like it. Don't fuck with it. Don't do anything with it.
He's a widow scared.
Yeah, it's a little scared outside.
Oh, I hate that shit.
I hate that. And that just...
I mean, I haven't ran into a lot of adults that do that, but...
I know too.
Like...
That are in their 40s.
Because they have a baby,
no,
maybe?
to each other in their 40s.
Oh, that's absurd.
And
yeah.
it's just like, he's like...
Electric chair.
Yeah, I'm going to choose a different name for it. Mikey wants a beer. Okay, Mikey. And it's like...
Okay, Mike.
just fucking kill me now.
yeah.
Like, get me the fuck out of this.
Well, that's good. I think
we're at an hour.
We're at
so.
a fucking hour. So
thank you, Sam, for...
Thank you, Sam. We did that. Anyways, Jack, where can they find you?
I suppose if they were looking for me, they can find me at Jack _. They can find me at Jack _Spence. Z, where can they find you?
They can find me at Isaiah _Lesney or both of our Instagrams at the Around the Lunch Table Instagram page. Thank you everyone for listening. This is
long episode.
This was a long episode, especially for two. Usually we try to keep it short because like after an hour, it's like I feel like a lot of people don't want to.
No one's listening to this.
To the whole thing. Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
And see ya.
Let's get rowdy up in here.